I own a Flintlock for Hoover Dam defense, since that's exactly what Tandy intended. One ruffian and 4 cons blast my brains out and bury me alive. I shouted, "What the devil?" Alright, that's enough of that. I start my life the same way all women do, on September 19th, 1995 in Albany, Oregon. Unfortunately for me, there's only one location where my weapon of choice this time around is found. In the underwater caves of Lake Mead. Somewhere. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am terrified of swimming and being in the water. Even in games. Especially in games. I can avoid it in real life. It's a landlubber's life for me and I wouldn't have it any other way. Still, if I'm gonna spend my life underwater anyway, I'm gonna at least prepare for it a little. With one easy trick, bleach, and the rebreather. This, of course, requires me to get my reputation with the boomers very high. But I'm unable to complete Aunt Misbehavin' on account of, well, you know. As I'm sure you've seen in the background, I prepare for this in other ways, such as by grabbing a ton of scrap metal. Normally I'd also grab the solar panels from Helios, but there's actually a secret B-plot to this video that prevents me from doing that right now. I'll update you on it later. When I get to Nellis, George kindly agrees to be a distraction in order for me to approach the front gate. His sacrifice will be remembered for the duration of this sentence, then forgotten about entirely. I hand Jack exactly 40 scrap metal, which is enough to get me instantly liked and start the next part of the quest. I hand Jack a pressure cooker from my rebreather, then run all the way from Nellis to Lake Mead. When I get there, I have to prepare myself before I take a little dip. You know, like mentally. But I'm fine. I deploy the ballast and take a quick breather on a capsized boat. Then it's right back into the water. The only cave I know about down here is Lake Mead Cave, so a bit of a pep talk for myself gets me to explore it and find my flintlocks down here where no human should ever be. Hitman graciously gave us, the player, choices when it comes to using our flintlock. You can either use one of them, or you can use 2, one for each of them. Hitman, however, did not pack any ammo down here for us. Or maybe I'm blind, or maybe it got up and swam away. However, it can be crafted instead, it can be crafted using lead at a reloading bench. So after a bit of trading with the Vendortron, I whip up 156 balls right on the spot, and immediately use 3 to blast a golf ball-sized hole into Tomas. He's been following me around for like an hour. That's the B-plot I mentioned earlier. He started following me and I thought, well, wouldn't it be kind of funny if he was the first person I killed in this playthrough? Was it? I don't know, you tell me. Probably not. With my flintlock finally at the ready, I go resolve some other side plots, namely introducing myself to the cons in Boulder. Yar! I say to Jessup, I be alive and ye don't be landlubber. Why? I don't know. Got bored and I'm not a perfect person. With that, I go talk to Swank and convince him that Benny's a no-good fink. That way he lets me carry my flintlock around freely. For some reason, attacking Benny causes all the chairmen to be hostile. That's not the weird part. The weird part is that killing his guards first, then Benny makes them not care. So, chip in hand, I go visit Mr. House. And I hand it to him and force myself to sit through his presentation. All just so that I can give Jane one extra snow globe from the cocktail lounge before I... damn it, 1 second. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. With that handled, I go talk to Crocker, craft a few hundred more balls, and finally finish Villar and get the boomers on our side. On my way back to him, I also play a bit of political assassination by assassinating Pacer before he has a chance to become a problem. Also Vulpes, since he was just in the wrong place at the very last second before he would have been in the right one. Chances are you can use some context clues to figure out who I intend on siding with. If you can't, it's the NCR. Which means there's also a few other things I need to go clean up. The cons already hate me for getting a turkey on Jessup. I don't know what I meant by that. And shitbirds of a feather stay together, so I deep fry a few more. What the fuck am I talking about? Holy. Shockingly, they don't shoot me immediately. I mean, let's be honest, given the circumstances, even I would have shot me the second I saw me coming. Still, like the loading screens imply, they don't go down easy, because their 12.7mm pistols pack a punch, just like this girl I knew once. That's a reference. I think that's technically an innuendo. I don't know, never mind. Next up, I'm meant to find a peaceful solution with the Omertas. But let's be real here. Both outcomes of this quest suck anyway. I mean, we can either have terrorists bomb the strip, or serial offender Kachino running the joint. The only good Omerta is a dead Omerta, so I dive behind the front desk and hold my ground. You could say a lot of good Omertas were made that day based on the criteria I just described. Now it's time for the Brotherhood to be dealt with. It's kind of a running trend that I opt to kill the Brotherhood in videos, even when I don't really have to, and even when it's just a detriment. I'll tell you why right now, but I'm only going to tell you once, so listen good. I do it for me. I like it. It's fun, and killing them is just something I never really do in normal playthroughs. Speaking of which, unless you're completely tabbed out and only using me as background noise, I'm sure you've noticed that this is exactly what I'm doing right now. I could, in theory, resolve this quest peacefully, but that'd require me to finish their quest line, and frankly, fuck that. So I just kill all of them, with my own 2 hands and one flintlock. And I blow up their bunker anyway, just to add salt upon wounds. All it costs me is about 25 stims, 3 medics, and a turbo. And balls, obviously, but I have over 1,000 of those now, so who cares? Speaking of balls, I have to go protect President Kimball from assassins on the dam. I was the right cowgirl for the job, as I'm sure you can imagine. I put forth the maximum possible effort into making sure that the president survived his visit. Which he did. Did you ever have any doubt? With that, we begin our grand defense of Hoover Dam. The legions storm in through the drains, but they're no match for me, my flintlock, or my 50 caliber balls. Getting to the top of the dam isn't much of a struggle. I do meander a bit in order to kill a lot of legionnaires. I don't really need to, simply because, I mean, look at my ammo count. Use them or lose them. That's the deal when it comes to 50 caliber balls. Crossing the dam isn't a struggle either. I mean, I've done it 100 times, and I'll probably do it 100 more in my lifetime. Unless I die a sad, tranny death before hitting my 30s, which is always possible in this fucking joke. Anywho, the showdown with the legate is actually a bit of a struggle. Not because of the legate himself, no, but because of the losers camping with marksman rifles, draining my health from afar. Still, for every Nicole there's a Dwayne, and for every legionnaire there's 10 balls waiting to hit him in the face. So with enough perseverance, and turning the difficulty down, I make it through the battle and blow an extra golf ball sized hole in the legate's face. His henchmen are still running around trying to ruin my day, but I ruined theirs first by just ignoring them, and walking out through the front door. Oliver blasts it open for me, and I tell him that I'm gonna go take a nice long nap. Alright, I'm gonna go take a nap for real.